Ephesians 4:26. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. I like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Acha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Again, Ephesians 4:26. Be ye angry and sin not. So it's okay to be angry. Okay? But that does not excuse you in your wrath, in your anger, okay, to sin or to go off. Okay? Yes, all is expedient. So like all is lawful, but not everything is expedient. Okay? Yes, you can be angry. Your wife commits adultery on you. Yeah, you're allowed to be angry. And technically, according to the law, she should be put to death, her and her lover. Okay? But this is not a kingdom where you can exalt judgment. Okay? You see? All right. So again, this kingdom, okay, this period of time, not only are we serving a punishment, but it's also teaching us temperance. Okay, also teaching us patience. Okay, teaching us the fact to trust in the Lord that He will reward unto everyone as He deems fit. Okay, because there is no unrighteousness in the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so as it says, Romans 12, and I'll start at 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. So again, it's not in your hands. It's not. Do not put vengeance or judgment in your own hands. Recompense to no man evil for evil. He does you wrong. What the Yahweh shall I say? If a man slaps you in the face, give him the other cheek. Okay. In a sense, let judgment, let the Lord deal with the situation. Okay. And again, someone does you wrong. Yes, you're angry, but the Lord gave us power. To whom sins ye remit, it will be remitted. To whom sins you retain, it shall be retained. Okay? So don't think that these people, they do you wrong. These people, they go off on you. Okay? And they're not going to get their just reward. They're just due. Okay? The Lord gave us power to retain or to forgive or to retain sins. Okay? That's power. That's authority, man. So these people do you wrong. They're gonna catch they're gonna catch what's waiting for them, man. But it's not for you to implement judgment. It's not for you to bring forth your own wrath. As it says, if it be possible, as such as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourself. You should not seek to avenge yourself, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. The Lord is going to deal with our enemies. Okay? You see? Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome for evil. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. We are supposed to be an example unto the world. Okay? You see? All right? An example of righteousness. All right? When we suffer wrongfully, we take it as men. We take it as men, and we turn to the Lord to exalt judgment for us. Okay, the Lord will deal for us, man, and that's a great sign of faith. Okay, allowing the Lord to deal with these matters, not putting things in your own hand, but knowing and trusting that there's a power above that hates iniquity, that hates false balances. Okay, that will set everything right for your cause. Okay, for the elect's sake. Okay, you see, everything that we go through, everything that we face, okay, wrongfully, it will be for our benefit and for their judgment. Okay, for the evil that will happen upon them. Okay, so again, that is why you have to control your anger. Okay, as it says. Uh, says here, Sirach 10 and 18. pride was not made for men. And again, pride is when one departed from his maker. When he thinks that he's the God, he can do things in his own, he has the power to exalt his own judgment, okay, to do things at his own will, okay. And it says here, pride was not made for men, okay. Pride, you can't be prideful because first of all, you don't know when you're going to die, okay. You don't have power to stay alive forever, okay. You don't have control over your decisions. You don't have control over nothing, okay. So why are you pride? Why are you full of pride, Salakia? Okay, you have no authority. Okay, you're just a puppet in the hands of Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Okay, so pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. So anger, furious anger, or the ability to exalt judgment, it's not really for men. Okay, it's for a higher power. It's for judges. Okay, for gods. Okay, fury and anger is for gods. Okay, or yeah, starting with Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the angels. Okay, for them, they can be angry. Okay, in a sense, because they don't transgress. When they bring forth judgment, that's according to the will of the Lord. They're in order. Okay, that is why they can exalt judgment. That's why they can be angry, because it's never going to be a false balance. They're never going to do less than what it's deserved. They'll never go above what is deserved. Okay, you see, that is why the Lord being the ultimate judge, there is no iniquity with him. So when the Lord is going to bring wrath upon the wicked, it's because they deserve it. When the Lord brings salvation on the elect and the righteous, is because they deserve it. Okay. But again, we have to trust in the Lord and allow him to bring forth his judgment. Okay, and we have to suffer patiently for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to come and render and plead for our cause. The Lord is going to plead for our cause. The Lord is going to defend us. Okay, we are, as it says, Jacob thy worm. Okay, as it says, let me bring that out. We have no power here, man. Okay, you seek to exalt your own judgment, you'll end up lucked up, man. You end up in the worst off situation, man. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The Lord will help us, and the Lord will deliver us. Not yourself. You can't do it by yourself. Okay? The Lord is going to come and plead with all flesh, and he's going to judge those that done you wrong. Okay? Everyone that done a man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord, a faithful believer of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wrong, they'll suffer for it, man. Okay? Don't get it twisted. But again, it's not for us to exalt judgment or to be angry to the point of sinning against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? So you have to control your anger. It says here, Proverbs 25:28, he that had no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Meaning what? Satan can use all these individuals, the people that are in the world, these vessels of disobedience, to come and mess with you to the point where you go off. Okay, you have to fight, resist it. As it says, let me bring that up. Let's see. Yeah, it's Ephesians 6:12, and it reads, "For we wrestle not against." Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. So be strong in the faith. Be strong in the fact that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he is, and he is the one that will plead for you. He's the one that will judge when it comes to matters pertaining to you, man. Okay, you trust in the Lord. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles, the tricks, the wicked schemes of the devil. Okay, even such as sending wicked individuals to piss you off throughout the day, man. Okay, you see. But again, you have to have the whole armor okay, to be able to overcome these temptations. And one of them is also controlling your anger, okay. You see, you're in the spirit if you're able to control your emotions, okay, not allowing the flesh to take hold of you to even to the point where you go off, man. Okay, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's the fight. That's the battle that we're fighting. Okay, we're not fighting these individuals in front of us. We're fighting the spirit that is within them. Okay, and that's what the people in the world lack to understand. Okay, when someone's in front of you trying to piss you off, that's a demon. Okay, that's not the individual, it's the demon. That person is being possessed to come and bother you, man. Okay, and the people in the world, they get carnal. They don't understand what's happening in the spiritual side of things, and that's why they respond carnally, and it leads to more provocation, and it ends up worse than it could have been. But if someone was wise and feared the Lord and was controlling his own spirit, he would rebuke the devil, okay, and the devil would have fled. Okay, the devil would have fled. Okay, you don't play these games. As it says, enter not a fool in his folly. Yeah, the simplest thing, you could have just walked away. You see, a situation that ended up in a fight, okay, back and forth, and then it ended up in a fight. It would have been easier if that one of them just walked away, okay, and that fight would have never happened, okay. But again, because these people in the world, they're not able to control their anger, and they move according to their emotions. But we can't be like them. We have to be better than them. We have to be judges, assess the situation, be like, nah, I know that's Satan trying to fuck with me, and then you walk away. Okay, you move on with your day, man. Okay, we have more important things to do than to just get snared by the wiles of the devil. Okay, it says here, Isaiah 51 and 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of fury of the Lord. The rebuke of Salakia. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Okay. So again, our people are like wild bull, man. Okay. It says they're more wicked than the wicked. Our people are so emotional. Okay. They're not able to control themselves, man. Okay. They get caught in situations. Oh man, sometimes, man, Eve, okay, or even the northern tribe woman, okay, they get in situations to start screaming and hollering. Okay, even men, okay, they can't keep their composure, and they snap like wild bulls in the net. Let me see if I can catch it in a different version. Okay, let me see what it says in the NLT or the GNT. Isaiah 51 and 20. Let's see what it says, man. Okay, Isaiah 51 and 20. Yeah. For your children have fainted in the lot. It's like for your children have fainted and lie in the street, helpless as an antelope caught in the net. But the antelope is gonna fight back. Let's see what it says in the GNT. Yeah. Yeah, at the corner of every street, your people collapse from weakness. They are like deer caught in the hunter's net. Okay, and again, that's Satan. Being in the net of Satan, that's you falling into your emotions. Okay, and now you're fighting not the spiritual battle, but you're fighting a carnal battle, which eventually you will lose, man. Okay, you're now in the carnal realm. You're fighting in Satan's domain, and you will not win, man. Okay, he wanted to bring you into those deep waters so he can suffocate you. Okay, so we understanding the devil's plots, we have to see beyond those things, man. We have to understand it. We can't be like the rest of these people in the world, man. We can't move off emotions. We have to move off wisdom, off the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, off understanding. Okay? We have to see we have to see beyond the moment. We have to have vision. Okay? So again, we could have been lost in the world. We could have been through like these people in the world who just live in the moment, man. But us, we have greater things waiting for us. And then again, striving for that, for those things. But we can't let our emotions get in the way. We have to, again, that's the importance of also rebuking yourself. Okay? So be angry, but sin not. You're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to send curses. But there's a time and place for everything, man. Okay? You see? And again, the most important is to trust in the Lord, knowing that He will plead for you. The Lord sees everything, man. Don't think that the actions of these people in the world, what they do against us, it will go unpunished. No, man. The Lord is piling up a tab, and we're coming closer and closer and closer to the day where the Lord will plead again. Will plead with all flesh. So all we have to do is endure, because our punishment is coming to an end, and soon we will be rewarded. Okay, for our faith. And that's what we're waiting for, man. We can't get sidetracked by Satan and his minions. All right. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Okay. Control your anger. It's a must. You have to be able to control your anger, especially in the times that we're going in, man. Okay. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to those listening, tuning in. And again, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom.